Have you ever seen something so clear to you, yet impossible to explain to others? Carl Jung wrote, "The greatest difficulty of the individual is to bear the burden of a vision which no one else shares. To see what others don't is both a gift and a danger. It can open you to hidden truths, but it can also isolate you, setting you apart from the world you long to belong to." Jung understood this burden well, and he warned that vision without balance can consume the very person who carries it. Today, we'll explore the danger of seeing what others don't, and what it means for those who dare to look beyond the ordinary. Seeing what others cannot is, in many ways, a gift. It allows you to perceive patterns, connections, and truths that remain hidden to most people. You notice subtleties in human behavior, glimpses of meaning in chaos, and possibilities that others overlook. This vision can inspire creativity, discovery, and profound insight. Many of the world's greatest achievements, scientific breakthroughs, works of art, philosophical revelations, have come from those who saw differently. But with this gift comes a burden. When your perception diverges from the collective, you risk isolation. The world around you may dismiss, misunderstand, or even ridicule your insights. People may call you strange, eccentric, or out of touch. The very clarity that illuminates your path can create a chasm between you and those who live in shared reality. Jung emphasized that this tension is not accidental. The visionary's journey is always a balancing act, to embrace the gift of unique vision while navigating the human need for connection. It is a path that requires courage, humility, and resilience. In short, to see what others don't is to hold a double-edged power, one that can lead to enlightenment or to profound loneliness. How you carry it makes all the difference. Those who see what others don't often find themselves living as outsiders. When your perception diverges from the collective, it can feel as if you are walking in a world parallel to the one everyone else inhabits. The truths you recognize may be invisible or even threatening to those around you. History is filled with examples of this struggle. Galileo, whose discoveries challenged the accepted worldview of his time, faced condemnation. Van Gogh, whose paintings captured emotional depth no one could yet appreciate, lived in isolation. Even Carl Jung himself, breaking away from Freud, experienced skepticism and alienation for following his own vision. Jung believed that the outsider's struggle is not merely social, it is psychological. Those who perceive differently carry an inner tension, a deep knowing of what is possible, alongside the reality of misunderstanding and rejection. This tension can be painful, sometimes even unbearable, because humans crave connection, yet vision demands a separation that is difficult to bear. And yet, this struggle is not without purpose. Jung saw it as an essential part of individuation, the process of becoming your true self. The outsider, by confronting the weight of their vision, learns resilience, self-awareness, and the courage to navigate a world that often does not see what they see. But seeing what others don't comes with a hidden danger, what Jung called the shadow of vision. The shadow is the part of ourselves that can turn the gift of perception into a trap. When a visionary becomes too convinced of their own insight, it can breed arrogance, isolation, or even despair. The danger lies in inflation. The ego's tendency to believe it alone holds the truth. When this happens, vision ceases to illuminate. It blinds. You may start to see everyone else as limited or foolish, creating a rift between yourself and the world you hope to influence. Jung warned that even profound insight is never complete. Every visionary is partial, subjective, and influenced by their own inner biases. The challenge is to hold your perception with humility, recognizing that truth is never a possession, but a journey. The shadow of vision reminds us that extraordinary awareness is both fragile and powerful. It can elevate the mind, yet it can also consume the soul if wielded without self-knowledge and restraint. To see what others cannot is to carry both light and darkness within you. Seeing what others cannot brings not just insight, but responsibility. The visionary must decide how to act on their perception without harming themselves or others. Jung believed that those who see differently are called to translate their vision through words, art, or symbols, so that others can gradually approach it, rather than being overwhelmed or alienated by it. The responsibility lies in balance. It is not about forcing others to accept your truth or proving your superiority. Nor is it about withdrawing completely and retreating into isolation. True wisdom is found in offering insight gently, with patience and humility, allowing the world to catch up at its own pace. Jung himself modeled this approach. He used myth, dreams, and symbolic language to convey ideas that could not be directly explained. By doing so, he respected the limits of others' understanding while remaining true to his own vision. In essence, vision without responsibility is dangerous, but vision guided by care and self-awareness can enlighten, inspire, and even transform the world without consuming the one who sees. To see what others don't is both a gift and a danger. It can illuminate hidden truths, inspire creativity, and expand your understanding of the world. But it can also isolate, challenge, and even burden the soul. Carl Jung reminds us that this path is not easy. Those who perceive differently must carry their vision with humility, awareness, and balance. The task is not to prove your insight to everyone, but to hold it responsibly, offering it gently, while maintaining connection with the world around you. History shows us that the greatest discoveries, works of art, and philosophical insights often came from those who dared to see differently. They faced rejection, ridicule, and loneliness, but they also shaped the world in ways that would outlast their struggles. If you feel out of step with the world, if your perception diverges from what others accept, know this: your vision is valuable, but it is also a responsibility. Carry it with care, share it wisely, and remember that the gift of seeing differently is meant not only for you, but for the world that may one day be ready to understand it. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to explore more ideas from Jung, philosophy, and the mysteries of the human mind. Share your thoughts in the comments. What is something you've seen that others haven't? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.